let's get into it. However you wanna do it, keep it cute or ruthless. I got steppers that got bazookas. Shoot 'em up, spit 'em out, and I stepped on 'em. They say two wrong, don't make 'em right, but one left, gon' get 'em gone.
Play Pals, what's good? Welcome to my channel. You have reached Get Your Mind Right with your girl. I hope everybody's having a good night. I hope y'all staying warm. But listen, I have to give you all a trigger warning, because what I'm finna talk about, it might trigger some. So it's a pretty serious subject, but I'm being led to share it for some strange reason. So it's kind of story time, but it's a kind of serious story time. But it always have a moral. Y'all know how I go. So here we go. I had just had my daughter, my oldest daughter. So this was 2001. I had just had her. And honey, I was going through it. Do you hear me? So my dude, he had just came from home, where he was from. And he had brought some sleeping pills back with his dad, from his dad, you know. I was going through something before even meeting him. So the stuff that I was already going through, and then the extra stuff that I was going through with him, and it really wasn't so much a bad situation, so to speak. He just had some other stuff going on too that had him not 100%. You understand what I'm saying? So we had our issues, in other words, but it was not bad. The issues that we had wasn't with each other. Let me say it like that. But it's so when we got into the relationship, any little thing will set either one of us off, if that makes sense. Because you already going through something. I'm going through something that ain't got nothing to do with each other. And then when we communicating with each other, like when it was a problem, because it wasn't even a problem all the time. Like I said, we had a lot of fun. So anyway, long story short, this particular day, I don't know what was going on. And honey, we got into it. It was hot and heavy this time because he had a little slick mouth. So we got into it, and I was already agitated because I don't know if I ain't had the money for my car, or I had just lost it. Yep, I had just lost my car. That's what happened. My car had got repoed. That's why I don't be paying no notes on no car now. Cause I ain't gonna come get my shit. Cause y'all know they will come get your stuff at the least expected time. So anyways, that's the first car that I was paying notes on, and only. Well, no, I take that back. That was the only one for a long time, but I think I did pay notes on my Lexus. Okay, but anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So anyways, we get into it. And I'm going to tell y'all what I was thinking. And this is why I even got on here. I went and found them pills. And when I tell y'all, I don't even remember how many of them I took. And they were some big horse pills. So when I tell you they were some big pills and they'll knock you out so quick, like one of them would just be like a tranquilizer with some strong stuff. I don't even know. I think his daddy got it from the military. But it was some strong. I can't even remember the name of it. I ain't never seen nothing like that again. But I had took one before then to go to sleep. That's how I knew how strong they was. Child, I don't know what I can't tell you how many. I think I just put a handful of them damn things in there. And I took them. Yes, I did. So just so happened, it was a boy that was living in our apartment complex. I never forget him. Because he called himself gonna stop smoking. That's what he said. But turns out he was gonna stop buying them. He wasn't finna stop smoking no cigarettes, baby, because he was coming over there every day, barring hours. Can I get a cigarette? He'll stay there all day and cigarette you to death. I'm telling you, he'll stay over there. Every time you reach for your pack, he reach for it too. That's when I used to smoke cigarettes. So anyway, he would come over there. My dude smoked too. So we was starting to get agitated. But dude was like, I ain't doing it no more. He ain't stopping smoking. He stopped buying cigarettes, so we laughed, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So when we seen him coming, and the thing about it, he'll stay all day long. Like, he'll stay all day to smoke with you. That's what he would do. I'm telling you, you could buy a fresh pack. I'm gonna tell you, it's going over half the pack is gonna be gone because he pulling for your pack like he about like y'all got a party pack. So, anyways, honey, just so happened he came his big and tail over there. So he came over, y'all. Good thing the man did, but he ain't know what I had did. Good thing he came over there, because when me and my dude got into it, he left. Like, he left. Ooh, I was hot. Like, I was so mad. But let me tell you why I was mad. Because I felt like, this is the whole point. I felt like everything I was trying to do was failing. No matter what. Working several jobs at a time. You know, I just had a baby and I wasn't with her daddy. And I ain't want to be. But I was upset about how the situation went down. And I knew I didn't want to, you know, stay in a relationship with him. And I ended up getting pregnant again. So not to say it was nothing against my daughter. It was just I was just like, ugh. You know how you make up your mind you don't want to be with somebody and then find out you're pregnant. But the whole time we weren't never together. Like, I was with this other dude because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I found out, I think at exactly 6 weeks, because I know my body. So I'm like, uh-oh, something wrong. But me and dude, you know, we was kicking it like, I had told him to leave the other one, because I just like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So I put him out. So the day he was leaving, he gonna say, oh, you need to get a pregnancy test. I ain't paid the man no mind. I swear to God, I was like, oh, but you got to go, because my feelings wasn't there no more. You know what I'm saying? I was over it. I was just over it. So anyway, it wasn't stressing that. It was just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. So look, me and my dude, we had only been together, intimate together one time. So I was just like, I know better. Like, I know better. I mean, it could happen in one time, but like I said, I just knew it. Because as soon as it was there, I was like, this man done told me to go take a pregnancy test. Like, oh, Lord. So that was the first thing I was thinking about. Because, look, this part of murder, okay? Look at me too hard. It's only popping. So anyways, further murder, honey. So anyway, the man say, he was so fly when he left. So they just put the icing on the cake. You understand what I'm saying? So I was just so mad, y'all. I was just like, and you know what I was thinking? Okay, when I'm gone, ain't nobody gonna be happy. They gonna be miserable. I felt like I was gonna get them back. Like, I was gonna pay back everybody in the whole wide world that ever hurt me by deleting myself. What ridiculousness was that? But I'm trying to tell y'all, I did it. I took them pills, honey. I was just that upset. I was just like, I'm gonna fix them. Like, I really was thinking that. I ain't gonna lie. I know it's not a funny subject, and I feel so sorry. Let me get serious right quick. Like, I gave y'all that trigger warning for anybody who's been through it, lost somebody due to it, or whatever. I am not making light of it. I'm saying to myself, thinking back on it, I'm like, how you feel you're hurting yourself is gonna hurt somebody else? Yeah, they might be sad for a minute. And if you got the kind of people I know, they gonna be fake crying and at the insurance office before I'm in the ground good, baby. But at the time I ain't know they really felt like that about me. But anyways, so I feel like I was gonna pay them back. Like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna do myself on to show something. Like, really? Who does that? So anyway, it happened. So the boy was over there with the cigarettes, right? That's what he came over there for. I don't care what he say. We wasn't crazy. But luckily he came. So he comes in the door and I'm talking to him because I am coherent at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I could feel myself like, but you know, I was able to keep it together enough to talk to him for a little bit. He sat down, because you know I told y'all he'd stay all day, but this was at night. So I know he wanted a cigarette, because he don't usually come then. He usually come during daytime. So anyway, he came over there. He asked for the cigarette. I gave him the cigarette. So he sat down, and good thing that man did, y'all. Because, honey, he say I was on the floor looking for something. You know how the people be looking for drugs? But I wasn't looking for, he say, he kept asking me what was I doing, and I was just saying stuff like, it's like, and I could vaguely remember it in my mind, like I could vaguely remember that part, like, cause certain things of that night flash in and out. You know what I'm saying? I was just frustrated. Like I was just frustrated, and for a long time, even to this day, like I still want to work for that line, and I'm not saying too many words because this YouTube and I don't know how they act or whatever. So I'm just, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say delete self. So honey, that's where I was. I'm trying to tell you. So anyway, what happened? What I was saying? Oh, the boy. He said I was on the ground. Yes. Like I was digging for something. So he was like starting to notice like something wrong. Cause at that point I'm getting like kind of slurry or whatever. But why was he still sitting on that dang on couch? Like not doing nothing. Like cause he ain't know what was going on. I had already took him. You know what I'm saying? I think my daughter might have been asleep. I don't know what my son, my middle boy, he might have been. They always with me. Cause I remember. Okay, so anyway, let me finish the story. But I don't remember what it was. They was asleep, I think. So anyway, the man was there and he was just looking at me crazy. And it was getting to a point where he was gonna be having to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's what he was like. I knew something was wrong, and I was like, something wrong. So anyway, why my dude came back? He say, when he got where he was going, which wasn't far from the house at all. It was like right around, it was walking distance. So, he used to go shoot pool all the time. So the pool hall was right behind where we stayed. So he used to just walk over there. So I think we got into it. So that's where he was going. So anyway, some told him to come home. Right? Because he wasn't gone long. And normally he don't do this. So I guess his spirit wasn't settled. To tell how God worked. So he said something told him to come home. So when he came home, he realized instantly, because the dude was sitting there, but then I'm like tripping, and he realized. And so, right, I remember him walking the door. I guess I must have blacked out at that point. I don't know what he told the boy, cause I blacked out. But when I opened my eyes again, he had me on his shoulder, over his shoulder, and we stayed upstairs. Baby, that man was getting it down them stairs. I woke up then and I realized what he was doing. So as he going down the stairs real fast with me thrown over his shoulder, I grabs the rail. I'm telling him no, just leave me alone, let me go. And so they had to get my little hands off of there or whatever. So my friend, she stayed in the apartment complex. They had ran and got her to come take me to the hospital. So it's like I must have blacked out, because I remember holding the rail and screaming no, and then it's like I must have blacked out again. So then I got to the car, and I remember getting in the car. Like I remember that, and I don't remember nothing else until I was on the thing. And baby, when I tell you them people was putting that thing down my throat, no, that's not what happened at first. They ain't put that in there right then. You know how they be rushing you? Like rushing you back there on the thing, on the stretcher. They was rushing me, because as soon as they pulled up and they ran in there with me, I guess that's how it happened, because I remember opening my eyes, because baby, they had this RN. When I tell you, that lady punched me in my chest like somewhere up in here, and she turned her knuckles. And my eyes popped open, and I could think in my head, and talk, and it popped me back up. So I was like, the hell she hit me for? Like in my mind, I'm like, what she hit me for? So I just want to go to sleep. I remember thinking that I just want to go to sleep. Like I could not keep myself together. Like for real, I just wanted to go to sleep. Baby, look, I closed them eyes again. That woman hit me again in my chest. But this time, I said, oh, if this bitch hit me again, I'm gonna whoop her ass. I swear to God. I probably couldn't even get off the stretcher, but I remember thinking that. But so by that time, when she hit me, the next time, that second time she hit me, twisted it, they was putting the thing down me. You know, the little thing you put down your throat. Oh my God. So next thing I remember is after she hit me, and I said, if she do that again, in my mind, I'm gonna whoop her, because they was putting the thing down. Like it was so much going on, moving so fast. So anyway, the next thing I remember after that was being in the room. being in the hospital room. But I remember my throat was sore. I was like, why my damn throat hurt like this? Like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, Lord. So then here comes the doctor. The doctor say, we don't have to admit you into a hospital. He say, let me tell you how they play games with. He say, he said it's gonna have to be voluntarily or involuntarily. And then he gonna say, so what you wanna do? I said, what you mean? What I wanna do? You just told me I ain't no choice. So he was like, well, I'm gonna go write up the paperwork. So I'm laying there, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I can't believe this. What is wrong with you? Like the next day, after you still living, oh, you be shamed. Baby, I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, you let a moment of emotion or depression take you to the limit. It wasn't no moment, no, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Let me just go and fix that. My life was hard. I'm just gonna tell you, it was hard, but the person that I am, people ain't never really know how it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always try to see bright side and stuff. So I just had one goal. I'm going to get grown one day, and this right here is going to be a memory. So anyway, that's what I thought. But then I got grown, and it was like, and then I just felt like I was making a catastrophe. Like, the more everything I was saying I wasn't going to be, like, statistically, I was. And that was driving me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I have dreams and goals. What is you doing? Like, I got good sense. But why are you making all these crazy decisions that's getting you jammed up? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was on. Like, I was just really, really being hard on myself, honestly. Because I was handling my business under my circumstances. And now knowing the battles that I truly was fighting, I was slaying them. And the whole time I'm feeling like, I'm just like, feeling it, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, forget it. Like, if I gotta keep going through this, then it ain't even worth this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just start over one day. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, forget it. I take my chance. You know, that's how I was feeling. So that's why I'm saying I have empathy for people who go through that. And I would like to work for the line and just talk to them and tell them what I'm gonna tell y'all. It ain't never that bad. It's always a chance to make another decision. And I know it sounds cliche. I'm telling you, I know it do. But I'm telling you from experience, and y'all, it is hot up in here, but it's cold outside, okay? So listen, honey, it's hot. And y'all see that. So anyway, I'm going to turn that heater down, but I don't want to lose my little train of thought while I'm really convinced that I need to be telling y'all this for a reason. So anyway, it's never that bad. It's never that bad. It's never that bad. It's just a moment of feeling so hopeless till you don't know. It's just like, forget it. Like, it's really literally giving up. So when I say I will not give up, that's what I mean. I ain't giving up. Not on me. Oh, I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt, okay, and glad I made it. So anyway, honey, the man told me involuntarily or voluntarily. So then here come a nurse. He go and write his paperwork, right? So I'm sitting there like his nerves, like, how they just gonna tell me? Like, I'm trying to, but I'm also saying, now look what you done did in here, fool. What else you think the people gonna tell you they gonna do? So anyway, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to ride it out. So anyway, baby, here come the nurse. It was an African lady. So I'm just laying in the bed, hospital bed, like I said, trying to figure out, what have you done? So, no, right before the African nurse, my dude came. He came, but he was upset with me. So he was just kind of like, he was supportive, but like upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he was feeling. I ain't gonna speak for that man, but he was kind of like upset with me, but at the same time, like, thankful, like, oh Lord, she made it. But you know, and I don't know, he might have felt a little guilty too. I don't know, knowing him, because he ain't gonna never show you that for real. But anyway, child, he came, he didn't stay long. He was mad, you know what I'm saying? But he had the kids. But matter of fact, I had to call my mom and them, so they was on their way, and they lived out of town, so it was gonna take them like 2.5 hours, 3 to get to me. So they was coming to get my kids because I hadn't told them people to make me go to this place or whatever. Call my job. You talking about shame? I was like, I cannot believe this. So anyways, baby, tell me why that African nurse came in after he left. And so she was just cleaning the room, doing whatever she was doing. You know what nurses do when they come in. And she was talking to me, like, asking, how you doing? I was like, okay, you know, whatever. She said, do you mind if I ask you something? And I said, no, ma'am. And she said, because I'm thinking to myself, oh, Lord, she about to give me a lecture. I'm already ashamed. So anyway, people think I'm gonna send me up the real, but look what the stupid stuff I done. Like I'm not tickled like then, like it's funny now. It really ain't funny though. The topic is not funny. I'm talking about myself. So, anyways, baby, the woman say, "Can I ask you something?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Do you believe in God?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Why would you do that?" And she said, "Listen, can I pray for you?" I said, "Yeah." So, baby, that woman came over there, and when I tell you, she went to town praying over me and for me and put her hands on me and everything. But I ain't feel strange with it because she was really genuine. And, baby, that woman was praying. And she said, "Now I need you to promise me something." And I said, "What's that?" She said, "You'll never do nothing like that ever again as long as you live." I said, "You got it. I'd never do it again." And she said, "All right." So, she left. So, boy, look, I was sitting in that bed. I say, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to go home. So the doctor comes in with his little orders, right? So I said, "Now listen, I know what I did was wrong, but she was some months. I can't remember exactly how many months, but I said it, like not past 6, I don't think. And my son, he was so small, the only one probably remember this, because the baby wasn't even born, and the only one is probably my oldest son, he probably remember. The other two, I don't think they were, remember it. So anyway, I know the baby girl, my oldest daughter don't remember because she was some months. So anyway, honey, my mama still came and got the children. Because look, I told him, man, I wasn't going nowhere. I said, I could promise you. I said, I just had a baby. I got a job. I got to be at work. I can't go nowhere for no 30 days, sir. I said, but I had already called. Yes, I had already called a therapist. Because I told you I was going through a lot of stuff. I've been look, when I got out the house and went to college, I went to them people at the college. I forgot what you called it, like the advisors and stuff. I was like, "Do y'all have counseling?" They was like, "Yes." I was like, "Good, because I need some counseling." Baby, I am so pro counseling in a minute. You hear me? I be trying to tell y'all. So 18 years old, counseling. Okay. Every time I feel like I'm getting just overwhelmed, I need to be going to somebody. And I do that myself. I do that for people. But sometimes when you are a healer, healers need healing too. So I handle my business, baby. I do my regulars now. I don't need to go see nobody. I already know what to do. I already know me. See, I ain't know me back then, but I know me now. And I know what's my energy and what's mine. And I just seems right on back and keep on being happy-go-lucky like I am, because that's my energy. So anyway, baby, when I tell y'all, I told that man, now, I already made an appointment before any of this ever happened. I told him what day it was. I said, now, if I could promise you I'm going to go to my counseling, I need to go home. Baby, that man looked at me. He said, all right, I'm going to let you go home. Before my mom and them got to my house, baby, I was at home. They was like, how you got? what you doing here? When other people was standing up the real, I told him, man, I'll never do that again. He ain't got to never worry about me no more. I am good. And he said, all right. I went home. I went from, I got to go involuntarily to voluntarily. After me and that lady prayed, I was like, because in my mind, I was like, you can't just make me do nothing. But then again, I don't know the laws like that. Not them kind of laws, like in that situation. But I was like, look here, I'm gonna go. Okay? You ain't never got to worry about me again. And guess what? They ain't never had to worry about me again. Like, not even somewhat of a thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you get frustrated or whatever, I ain't never just been like, you know, I might have been down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, you know, feeling some type of way, or like, you know, frustrated, or feeling like I'm not advancing fast enough or something like that. And this ain't been no time recent, I may say. What I'm saying is, it's never that bad. Please understand me. It is never that bad. Because guess what? If you go to sleep and wake up the next morning, whatever you was that upset about, it's going to go away. Like, it will pass. You got to remember that one thing. This too shall pass. Whatever it is that you're going through, trouble don't last always. Y'all got to believe that. Like, y'all have to really, really, really understand that everything is temporary. And you may go through a season, but it ain't going to last forever, baby. It can't. It possibly cannot. And sometimes going through seasons is what builds your strength. Going through trials and tribulations is what builds your character. Failing, succeeding, all of those things are necessary in this journey called life. You just got to learn how to embrace them. You got to be like, okay, you know, this is whatever, it didn't work. And sometimes you're going to be down. Don't get it twisted. But you got to give yourself time frames when you down. Like, okay, I'm going to pout about this for about 4 days. And on that 4th day, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be upset. You have to. Like, you have to be, like, in charge of you. Do that make sense? Look at yourself as if you're your own boss. We'll say that. Like, you your own boss. You the boss of you. So, you talk to you like you would talk to your employees. Like, look, I need you to do this. You know what I'm saying? You got to handle you. Because guess what? If you don't handle you, somebody else will certainly try to handle you. I'm going to say it again. If you don't handle you, trust me, somebody will try to handle you. If they could jump in your skin, they'll do it. I'm trying to tell you. Well, God love you, think I'm playing, but there's some people that want to jump all the way inside your skin and live there forever. They be thinking that kind of stuff. So you got to be thankful. Even no matter how bad you got it, somebody want to be you. Somebody got it worse than you. If you have to reach out to somebody, reach out to people. Reach out to somebody. Call somebody. Call the hospital and say, look, y'all know a line I could call. Just try to talk to somebody. Because it's not that bad. Maybe you just don't see the route, the path. To understand that, like, it's passing life. And sometimes you could be so clouded in your own mess, you can't see your way through. But if you have people you can trust, or you find somebody that really is work in that field, or have some type of knowledge about that field or experience, ask. No question is dumb. And guess what? No matter what you've been through in life, somebody else done went through the same thing. I don't care how despicable you might think it is. Somebody else done did that. Yes, they did. If they ain't doing it right now, somebody else done did that. So you don't need to be in shame. Don't be ashamed about nothing. That's a horrible spirit to have on you. It's shame. And that's how people control you. Why you think these dudes got to go through these rituals they say they go through it highly weird? So they can have a sense of shame on them. So they can be controlled. If they don't want their business out, they better march to the beat of that drum. That's all it's about. Control and domination. But if you take away that ability to control you, and you be your own boss, then nobody else can do that. What if you own the business? Would you let somebody just come up in here and tell you that you finna do your business like this because they said so? Nah, you gonna be like, hold up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's how you need to feel about you. No matter what it is. Okay? If y'all need some guidance, y'all need to cry out to God. You need to cry out to your ancestors. Somebody here. I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't think they got no world that we can't see going on right here with us. They do. And a lot of them saved me a whole bunch of times. But you got to call out for your own people. You got to do right when you calling out. Or you got to just tell them you did wrong. Like, look, I don't know how I got in this, but please get me out. You got to say something. You got to take accountability though, too. So when you going through something, you feeling so depressed, write it down. Something to get out how you feel right then and there when you in that moment. Because it has to come out. If not, you'll end up looking crazy like me and then feeling embarrassed the next day. Just embarrassed. Okay, shame. I take that back. I was not shamed. I was embarrassed. I think it's a difference. Shame is something you carry with you forever. Like, people have the spirit of shame on them. Embarrassment might be something that happened just at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get out the car and fall. You was embarrassed right then. Embarrassed. But then shame is something that let's say this. Embarrassment is the root. So if you let that root, or if you like root it, you see what I'm saying? If you root it into you, it grows and grows into shame. I feel. Now, I don't know. My mind just be thinking of stuff like that. It might not be right. I have to think about that later and tell you, but it sounds right to me. Makes sense. So anyway, that's how I do it. Got to make sense to me. You don't make sense to me, then oh well. So like I said, you don't want to plant the seed. Let it just fester. You know what I'm saying? You don't let embarrassment just fester. So I was embarrassed that I was in that situation. I said shame earlier, but that wasn't the right word. Embarrassed. Like, everybody know I just took all these pills, but see, if I wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't know if they was embarrassed or not. Well, then I wouldn't have thought. I probably would have really knew still. I know I would have. But anyway, I wasn't going nowhere. The Lord always got me. So like I said, it's never that bad. And if you feel like that, reach out to me. And I can talk to you. Like, we're gonna work it through. I'm gonna give you some tips and plans and help you see your way through whatever darkness that you might be in. Now, look, I ain't carrying nobody else's burdens. I will guide you, but nobody carrying no burdens for me. And I ain't finna pacify you or coddle you. I don't get down like that. I give you the raw truth, the honest truth, but it's in love, because I love y'all for real. Peace.